We're gonna have Jay in here shortly. He's running his one of his kids' friends home, and then he'll be in the live with us.
VR?
Oh, I don't know. My daughter and her boyfriend were at the mall yesterday, I believe, and she said he was freaking out running through the mall.
Put that picture up.
And that when they went out the food court doors, his DeLorean was sitting there with the underglow lit up. While he's in the building, he's parked under the loading and unloading zone at the food court at the mall. Go figure. I guess you get special privileges when you're him. Guess you get special privileges. She said he was wearing what? Hey, Logan. Let me see what she said. Hey, Logan. What shirt did you say JP had on yesterday? When you see? So the Back to the Future one? I don't know. DeLorean on the front. Just had a DeLorean on the front of the shirt, so.
It wasn't Guru that saw him there, guys.
Now my daughter and her boyfriend seen him out there. There, you just heard it from my daughter herself. She's the one that seen him out there. So don't think somebody's stalking somebody.
Yes, he thinks he owns everything, but they kind of let him think that. So
yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. Doesn't make any sense. I mean, he literally parked in the loading unloading zone at the food court where you pick people up and drop people off, left his car sitting right there, and went inside the mall. Strange to me. I thought that was a loading unloading zone. What is that barking sound, babe?
the freaking dog. Yeah, right. He'll claim your family's stalking him now, even though they were just at the mall.
You took the pic of what? We are going to talk to JP here shortly.
JP.
I mean, not JP. J. See. Oh, you're the one that took the picture of him and me at the mall? Did you take any other photos besides that one? And if you did, I'm going to message you here in a few minutes my number. I need anything and everything I can get for court. Jay is dropping off one of his kids' friends, and then he'll be in here.
Wow, JP wants to talk. No.
No. Even if he begged me and paid me $5 million, I would not do an interview with him. Not ever again.
I don't know.
When is court? Not tomorrow, but the following Monday. 8 a.m.
JP's gonna knock on your door. You better not.
All right. If I can get you to send me that original picture, that would be awesome. So I can have it for court.
I would for $5 million, right?
Would you?
He
Oh,
would
yeah.
just say a bunch of stuff to out himself, per usual.
Oh.
So what's
Thank you.
up?
What did I do? $5 million would make a big wedding if we made it that far with $5 million. Courtney come home. Oh yeah, I got a place out in Grand Dunes and these 2 cars, but I don't think we can have a wedding now.
I'd have a place in Charleston.
No.
A vacation home in Charleston.
No, baby.
The ultrasound. What?
Ultrasound for what? You have to do something to have. I've been watching.
You're welcome.
Thank you for watching. Corey, thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. Let's see, watch. You're welcome. Let's see. Courtney, no homes in Charleston. Only vacation.
It is a beautiful place to get married. It's also expensive.
JP, no. Jay is coming in here shortly. The one that got shoved by the J to the P, if you know what I mean.
Spidey.
Wait a minute. Did they just send you roses and not me? Wow.
I need roses too. Zip it.
Wow.
Was Susie in the car when he came back?
Yes.
You got a dolphin? Look at you. I got a heart.
I got a heart pump. I didn't see the dolphin. Oh, I see. Brady sent a dolphin. Cool.
Thank you for the heart puffs. Where's Jay at?
I told you you're jealous. No, I'm jealous. I'm jealous. No. I got the greatest girlfriend in the world, so I have nothing to be jealous about. I live a happy life. Y'all didn't
I
get
don't know how it goes about notifying people. We don't know whose drone that was.
Yeah, I wonder whose that was. Susie just lives right down around the corner. Literally right down the street.
Hey.
I'm not saying where. I don't know, but they were too high. They had to have an FCC registration number to get that high, as high as they were.
Look at you. You got a gold chain.
Woohoo! I'm a gangster. What?
Hi, Brandy. Not our normal content.
We'll slip it. There's no cops in this live, but the cops were at this church today. Like 6 of them. And a detective. Possibly. Maybe. We had it going on.
I'm tapping gurus.
What?
His mom does. We've seen her there.
Yeah, she attends church there. No, it wasn't super. A lot of drama at the church. Are they blocking her like drama?
Was it a setup, though? I don't know.
What do you mean a setup?
Like, he started some ish to try to be like, see, they don't need to protest anymore.
Yeah, but that was on him. He's the one that made it. If it had been reversed, he could sue.
They don't care.
You go see your fingers are numb. That's not good. Yeah, it backfired for sure.
I'm just saying that because I've seen a couple of videos about everyone's an actor, yada yada yada. I don't know what's going on.
Oh yeah, I can't believe you sent me that one earlier. I was like, part of the story, the script. What? So these people are on drugs. You missed it. Watch my last TikTok. You'll see it. Yes, he shoved him right in front of the cop. He shoved him in front of the cop. The cop seen it, drove and chased JP into the parking lot and went and talked to him about it. So if he didn't see it happen, why did he pull out of the street and pull into the parking lot and go to talk to JP? Because there would be no reason for him to do that. So he had to have seen him shove Jay 2 different times and then pull into the parking lot to talk to JP about it. But then say, we have to do an investigation. Nah, bro, you seen it happen. You literally seen it with your own eyes. The only investigation needs to be done is into the fact that you did not arrest him like you should have. I don't know. So it started when Susie was leaving the parking lot. She stopped and talked to the officer in the middle of the road. And she started having cars backed up behind her. And everybody's yelling for her to move, and she drives off. Well, apparently she drives down and meets him. And then they come flying back through the back parking lot of the church and into a parking spot, and then head over towards the police officer. And that's when Jay walks up and says something to him.
He was saying something about him almost hitting the other person.
Oh, yeah. And then
that's what he said in my live earlier, because I was like, what were you saying?
And then
and I asked him what JP said to the cops, but he said he never got to talk to them.
Hold on, I got it. Babe, can you share this with Jay so he knows?
I can find him.
I sent it to him. What? They can't see you. Hold on 1 second. Y'all, go mute.
Hi, Morgan. You're right, no justice for anyone.
All right. Sorry about that. My daughter was speaking to me.
They didn't try to arrest him last week.
They were just talking to him about something that really, I don't know.
We're not going to talk about it.
Yeah, it's on video. They're not going to be able to sweep it under the rug. He may try to claim other things, but
I guess he has a case number.
Where's this fool at? Jay, where are you?
Yeah, we'll do one for legal. Hi, Pam.
Sorry, I had to try to share it again to him. He's not responding.
Don't leave us hanging.
Who's hanging? Who's hanging?
Telling Jay, don't leave us hanging.
Oh, he texted me. Wanted to know which account it was on.
Here's the case number. I can't pin it. Can you pin it?
I don't think you can't pin anything on live. Or we do. I screenshot it.
Thank you, Donna.
As of this point, he has not been arrested that I know of.
I'm outside. He's in the room. If we're next to each other, then it'll have a bunch of screeching noise. You're welcome.
Jay, you make it in here yet, Rick?
Are you interviewing Jay? What are we doing?
Wait, no.
It can take up to a week for a final report, guys. It's common.
Yeah, because they have to investigate, even though the officer's seen it happen. Here's what I know. They did not want that on camera, him being arrested. They definitely did not want that on camera.
At least we might get a mug shot.
Oh, that would be cool.
No, you can say it. They didn't want the optics of him getting arrested. Do they wear body cameras?
Yep.
I bet it was off during that time.
Where's he at?
What's going on, iPhone Guru?
Who, me?
Is there another one?
Huh? I sent him a...
Look at your heart post.
My heart's always puppy. I mean, what? I text him. I did. I just sent him another link in text. Yes, JP shoved him twice. Well, he shoulder checked him once, and then he shoved him. No tracker.
I didn't call him. I don't have his number. He said call him and let the phone ring earlier because he doesn't look at his phone or something. But he texts you back, right?
He texted me and asked me which account. And I sent him the link, but then I did it again.
That just shows the anger JP really has. Just saying. Yeah. It was crazy, Nana.
I had a tracker on JP? What's that mean? he was tracking my car, maybe.
Because Eric's video. Did you forget already?
I know, but was Eric talking about me?
I guess it was insinuated that it was you. I haven't blocked.
How was it insinuated it was me?
I don't know. I haven't seen it. I just heard through the grapevine.
The only person I could think of that would put a tracker on there would have been DJ. Was my name brought up at all in that conversation?
Melissa said she didn't take it as him accusing me. Thank you for the roses. He said someone put a tracker on his car to post videos on social media.
What? Well, they're just making up stuff left and right now.
She didn't hear it from him. No, he never put a tracker on JP's car.
And I have never, ever, ever in my life followed him anywhere. Ever. Ever. Literally the first time I ever seen JP, I was leaving the gas station and he pulled up. That's the first time I ever seen him. And I made a TikTok about I seen him at the gas station and his truck was at home later on. Because people were saying, oh, he skipped town. Because people were saying, oh, he skipped town because the guy that was trying to serve him posted something about he's tried to serve him 4 times and he was never home. Oh, they stalked my page. They probably have minions in here right now stalking me. Stalking this page. That's what they do. They stalk the page. They're probably playing this live in their live and talking about us right now. That's just the way it is. He said it was a tracker. He said it was a tracker placed so video content could be acquired, but no name. Firstly, we live across the street from the man, so we could easily acquire videos. That was Steph, wasn't it, that he tried to accuse of being in the bushes? Yeah. I've got her blocked too, so. Yeah, the rumors have gotten. The rumors have definitely gotten out of hand. Thank you, Speed Grandma. Oh, don't talk about the ant video, because then they'll accuse you of making fun of mental health. The girl in the silence said she was the one in the bushes. I bet. All right. Jay's in the house. What's up, Jay?
Hey, Guru. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, it took a little bit. How's it going? How's it going, everybody?
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. You know, I have to turn things away. You know, I have to turn things off and on. You know, and I had to spend some time with my family. Went to the park. We ate some dinner. Of course, you know, it bothers me a little, you know, but I have to be able to turn it on and turn it off. You know, so I'm good. But thank you. How are y'all?
Thank you for the roses.
Courtney would not make me dinner, so I had to make an egg sandwich.
Hey, you know what? I got to invite you and Courtney over for my house to dinner, and I think I have, but we've got to do it. All right?
Okay.
Hey, you said okay, Courtney?
Yes.
All right.
Someone update me. Did JP get arrested? No.
Oh, hello everybody. God bless you. God bless you. I'm sorry. I'm going to try to read the comments. So I'm going to do my best, but I usually don't look at them. And then I'll glance down and say them. But thank you so much. Thank you so much. I love you all. Love you all. Thank you. Go ahead, Courtney. I'm sorry. Did I interrupt?
No. You're
Oh,
good.
the egg sandwich is superb. I made it. Duh. So I'm going to run through what kind of happened at the church, and then I'm going to let you take over here in a second, Jay, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Hey, you
So,
did a wonderful job. I just saw a video that you just did. Actually, my wife showed it to me. I just walked in the door and I was like, wow, that's good. Like where you took clips from the day. That was awesome. Except you didn't get where he almost hit them on the side. I mean, that's why. I'm sorry. I won't. Go ahead.
but I don't have any footage from the other side of the truck, just from this side.
Right, but I'm sorry. I didn't mean to spoiler alert. But go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, no, you're okay. So JP had
I
left
love
the
you too,
church.
everybody.
JP had left the church,
You
and
gotta
then
start with him almost
Where
hitting
they start?
someone.
Yeah.
all right.
Can I say one thing? I'm so sorry, but
Yeah,
let
go ahead.
me start if you don't mind. Can I just say one thing?
Yeah.
Because I think this was kind of important. Y'all know he heads out the back, right? Sometimes he will come through the front, but he has not come through the front in a long time. He backed out and noticed all the new protesters on my little corner. And he backed out and started to go the back way. And I was like, there he is, there he is. And then he backed all the way into the parking lot like he was going to back in at the parking lot behind him, the parking spot behind him. But then he turns his wheels and comes out towards us. Now, that making that turn, he would have been closer to me on the door side. Instead, he goes close to the protester group. And I think he was pulling up over there because he wanted to see who those new people were. And there was a big group of new people, and I'm just going to be honest, they were my family and friends. And so this is what angered me, and I'm going to have to say I was angry, okay? But he pulled over there, and he waited about 15, 20 seconds, okay? And I don't know if he was recording, taking pictures, mouthing something. I'm not sure. But then go ahead and take it over from there. Or do you want me to continue from that spot and I'll be quiet?
All right. So he pulled out and hit the curb. He almost hit, of course, your family and friends. And what's the lady's name?
She didn't want me to say.
Okay. So and he drove off. And then just a couple of minutes later is when Susie pulled out. And she pulled out and stopped at the officer in the middle of the road. And she was blocking traffic. And she was talking to the officer.
First, she mouthed something. First, she mouthed something at the protesters, and her window was down because I was on that side because we were just talking about what JP just did 5 minutes earlier. But go ahead.
It's Nana.
So,
That's the one that almost got hit. She's in the comment.
Nana, I am so proud of you. I am so proud of you, and I'm so sorry that I came up to the window when you were talking to the cops. But I just wanted them to know that he almost hit you and he almost hit them, and I was not going to let that cop leave without him stopping and talking to us. But go ahead. I'm so sorry though. I didn't want you to, go ahead.
So she drove on down the street, and then she apparently JP met up with her, and they come back through the back parking lot and pulled up. And now I'm going to let you take over what happened from there.
Oh man, you only spoke for like 30 seconds. I
know you took over the first part of it. I was going to tell all of it. Go right ahead.
No.
What happened?
No, Guru, you're better at
out,
listening. Guru, I want you to tell the story, and then I'll come in on the back end and explain from my point of view. Please.
No, too late.
Well, Susie drives away and obviously goes and meets Spidey, JP somewhere. And next thing they know, well, we weren't even there, so it's hard for us to explain. We only know by the videos.
Let Nana, tell him what happened.
I know he shows back up in the parking lot through the back way.
He just comes rolling up you know, when he pulled out of the church, he just kind of went out of there real hot. We were all chanting, walk away, and I don't think he liked that very much. And he pulled out of the parking lot pretty hot, and I was standing there on my corner, and the back end of his truck came probably less than 2 feet from me. And that's pretty much it.
2 feet, it was more like 4 inches.
Well,
I mean, he was so close.
He was
My
pretty,
wife said she could have touched his car.
yeah, it was pretty close, you know, and let him do what he's gonna do, you know. And we'll be there next Sunday, and I'll be on my corner next Sunday as well.
That's right.
We'll talk about. That's
Are,
what
are
I'm
you,
talking
are
about.
you going to the cops tomorrow, Nanas, or are you not wanting to say?
Actually, I'm not sure about that. I'm kind of playing it off, but I looked in the eyes of the devil today. I really, truly did. That's the closest I've been to JP in a long time, and I saw evil in his eyes. And
That's amazing you said that. I told my wife today, I said, I saw the red in his eyes, and I'm just seconding what you're saying because I saw it too, but go ahead.
No, it's fine. It's just this man needs to be stopped. And if standing out there on the sidewalk is what's going to get him to crack, then everybody come on out. You know, you can go to the Dollar Tree and get you some nice boards for $1.25, make you a sign, and come out there and let's put the pressure on him. And I think he's going to cave. I mean, I just think he's going to lose it.
Bubba Dubba, you say he's fed up. Listen, I appreciate you supporting him. Okay. I appreciate anybody that supports anybody. Okay. From their point of view. And I get what you're saying. It does look like he's being attacked. And I'm going to tell you, I was speaking with my wife this evening, and we were talking about that. What if you were him and all that? And I said, you know what I said? I told her, I said, honey, I said, it's you reap what you sow. You cannot bully people. And then when the bully smacks you in the face or knocks you out to the ground, you cannot feel sorry for the person that gets knocked to the ground. And the person that gets knocked to the ground can't say, I can't believe all these people are coming at me, because you are a bully and you need to be put in your place. I understand you don't see him that way, but I have personal experiences with this guy that I gave him every benefit of the doubt to apologize, to humble himself, to say, you know what, I got you wrong, dude. Sorry. And I think everyone should probably know my spirit by now, is I would go, cool, dude, let's talk. But the guy is not that way. He shows for him to drive towards the protesters and to park his truck next to them and then peel out and hit a curb with his tires that his truck kind of makes a little funky thing. That wasn't an accident. That was intent from his heart. And if you support that, if it was your family, if it was your friends, if it was anyone that you knew, if it was a child that you didn't know standing there, a couple of 5-year-olds on bikes playing with a football, no matter what they're doing, if they hit you with the football by accident and you do that to them, it is wrong. It is just pure wrong. And
All right,
yes,
so Jay, is that the reason you approached JP when he got out of the truck, was to say something to him about almost hit your family?
Absolutely. And he did not like what I told him. But you know what? I didn't lay my hands on with him. And yes, I was angry. But I wasn't angry to violence. I wanted him to hear. He got an earful from me, and he didn't like it. If he gave me an earful, I'd stand there and listen. I'd go, okay, you got a point. Whatever. That's your point of view. We can agree to disagree. I'm not going to start shoving him and putting my hands on somebody. And you know what? If I would have cold cocked him like I wanted to, I would have had every right to do that. But I didn't. I held it. And when I told him that, when I was circling him after he left the cop, and I was circling him saying, dude, you're messing with the wrong dude. If these people weren't out here and I wasn't dressed in this Jesus robe, I would have beat your blank, I told him. And I'm so sorry I have to say this. And then when he was walking away, as he was walking away, I said, you're a coward. You're a coward. And I'm exposing my heart to you guys. I'm telling it like it is, okay? If I was wrong in that, I apologize, but I do not think I was wrong. Because if you do wrong, just like some of you that are supporting JP, I pray for you. I say, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. I can see possibly how you would feel sorry for this guy. But I'm telling you, he is core evil. Take it from Nana. She's telling you she saw evil in his eyes. I'm agreeing with her out of the mouth of 2 or more witnesses. I'm telling you, I saw it in his eyes. That's why he wouldn't look me in my eye. You saw him looking down, looking away, looking down, looking away, looking away. And all he's got to do is resort to violence. You know why? Because he can't answer the truth. He's got no excuse. And it was on display today, people. Go approach him. Go ahead and say that I ruffled his feathers. Go ahead and say, poor JP is, everybody's attacking him. Everybody's coming after him. But you know what? If I was a jerkhead and everybody came after me, hey, then I'd take it with a grain of salt. I apologize if I'm offending any of his supporters in this chat. I'm just telling you like it is.
Guarantee you he's in here, or he's got some of his minions watching.
It does not matter to me, because the truth is the truth. He knows what he did was wrong. He would not have come back to try to manipulate the situation, to try to control the narrative, try to spin it, or defend his Susie girl, which, hey, listen, I give him credit for that. If you're coming back to defend Susie, if you think she was, whatever, hey, okay, But I wanted to take that opportunity while he was there, and y'all notice I let him walk. If you look at the video, I let him walk. I didn't stop and get in front of him and cut him off. I didn't touch him. I didn't spit on him. I let him walk, and you saw I had every opportunity to grab him, hurt him, punch him, push him, shove him, elbow check him, whatever, but I didn't. I controlled myself, which he cannot do. If anyone can't see that, I feel sorry for you. You should be ashamed of yourself if you're defending him, because you're an enabler. And guess what? If that hurts your feelings, whoever's watching, whoever's listening, if that hurts your feelings, check your heart.
Melissa, they're saying almost hit because there's tire marks on the curb. I don't know about
it's enough to shove his truck outward in the road. You can see it in the video. It causes.
I don't know about Nana being in the drive.
No, she wasn't.
He said you can't be in the drive and not the sidewalk, and he's 2 feet away, and call it almost hit.
Yeah, thank y'all. I was actually going to address that comment because, and as I explained to the cops, there is a line. They are coming out of the driveway of the church that is in the sidewalk, and you can clearly see that. And I stand behind there. That's my corner, and that's where I stand. And
Nana is a professional. She knows where to stand. Go ahead,
and
Nana.
I was standing there, and excuse me, I'm not exactly, good with how many inches it was because, I almost got ran over. But let's just say if I would have stepped my foot, 1 step forward, he would have ran over my foot. So I hope that clarifies that.
Fact of the matter is, there's a huge space right there for him to get out. And he made it a point to come over to that side and be extremely close.
Yes, and anyone that has any common sense, that has half a brain cell, knows that When those protesters leave, some of them flip us the bird and leave. We know that some of them actually smile and wave. We know that some of them come out and then they're angry and they peel out. And we know the ones that are peeling out that are angry, right? We all know them. Not their names, but you know what I'm saying? We know as they're pulling out if they stepped on the gas a little bit because they couldn't see and they were like, oh, but we know when they're leaving angry or whatever. He did that. There is no question, Nano, am I correct, that he left out of there, peeled, turned his tires, his whether he did it subconsciously or just because he couldn't control he steered in that direction, he hit the gas, and he peeled out beside the curb and left marks, and his truck kind of jostled it a little bit. That wasn't an accident. How many times out of the last how many years has he driven out of that parking lot and never done that before? But today, oh, give him a break. No.
That's another thing. Sonia said, we were approached by a member today telling us to stop. Micah was gone. She was mental. Get over it. That's a church member.
Oh, yeah, we've got that on tape, too. And we politely...
I am reading the chat, thank you. Go ahead.
We politely addressed that with him. So they don't want us there. And, I mean, you know, some of the people, I mean, I'm sorry that, you know, they get offended. And we're just trying to let them know it's not against them. I mean, everything that we do is for Micah.
Right.
So,
Amen.
And they just happen to be people that are there.
Listen, I said it in his video, and like I said, a lot of times it just comes out of my mouth and I don't plan it and I'm not thinking, you know, sometimes when I speak, because I wear my emotions, I wear my feelings on my sleeve. You don't have to guess what my motives are. You don't have to guess what my intents are, because I will tell you, you know, if I don't like something, I will tell you. Unfortunately, that is just who I am and what I do. So when I say that, you know, this, when I said in that, in the video, I'm sorry, my dogs are barking. I'm trying to not interrupt you myself. But when I said this guy, JP, is dangerous and he can't control himself, and he is repeating a pattern, and if he's doing it to us, he's going to do it to others. He will not stop. And that's why we're protesting. We're protesting exactly what you saw today. The behavior of him not controlling his anger. His behavior is if he don't get his way, he don't like it. Of course, if people were protesting in my business, I'd be upset. But I'm not going to go out there and blow steam. If I did, and if I would have done it today. I would have done it when he came on May 7th. I would have done it when he put his finger in my face and tried to get the cops to arrest me, you know, saying that I threatened him with a gun, you know, at the protest and all this. He didn't say at the protest, but he was saying that's the guy that did what he knows that I didn't do. And that's just lying and manipulation. And all you people in the chat, I just want you to, I mean, not everybody in the chat. I'm sorry. Listen, Susie, Trish, Crime Marie, all you other ladies, I'm talking to you. He's manipulating you. He doesn't care about you. I know this is hard to hear. Tracy Centuro, I talked to you on the phone. I know your mental health issue. Some of the other people that I talked live to last night, I know, I get it. Y'all don't like me.
The video I have of him hitting the curbs on the other side, not on the side where he hit the curb.
What I'm saying is it's wrong. No, y'all go ahead. What happened was, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was just wondering if any of the protesters that were standing behind me, any of the kids back there, were they running their phones at the time that all this was going on? Do you know?
I don't think so. No, because we weren't out there for cameras. We weren't out there for show. They literally were out there protesting justice for Micah. And if you watch the lives, you'll see them. I mean, that was their intent, was to just go out there and protest justice for Micah and the abuse out of the church. And nobody was recording, nobody was filming, nobody was taking pictures, nobody was going around collecting names, nobody's getting paid by JP. Okay? They're just people that are protesting, that have been wanting to come and protest, but it's onesies and twosies that come each week. And I just said, this week, everyone just come. As many as y'all that can come, just come. Because, you know, we just need more people to agree.
Anybody that could come, please come.
Yes, and I second what Nana said earlier when she was saying that. And so basically I'm just jumping off of what you said, Nana.
Right, and I just want to address too that, I mean, I think now's a good time because we got a kind of a mixed group of people in here. Is I think when we show that we can work together, these protests are working. Regardless, you know, we all have issues with people, you know, and we might get mad and upset about things, but the true meaning of why we're out there is justice for Micah, to bring awareness to what happened, whether which side of the, did she do it, did she not do it, did she have help, that doesn't really matter. The system failed her just like the system failed today.
Amen.
And it's bringing awareness, and the more people that come out there, it's just a big fan. You know,
I love your calm voice, Nana. I just have to say it.
I'm not very calm. I'm still pretty wound up from today, but it just proves to me that if we just work together and put, you know, our feelings aside and put that anger and upsetness with other people, if we can just put it on that sidewalk for justice for Micah, I mean, we're already making a difference, guys. So let's take it all, wrap it up, and Sunday, 8:30, let's be out there and let's make a difference.
8:30.
Yeah, well,
9 o'clock for Guru and Courtney.
all right.
I try to get there early. He doesn't want to.
So let me recap. Let me recap for all the ones that are just jumping in. What happened today was JP started to leave like he normally does, and he normally would go out the back.
I know,
Sometimes he would,
early.
yeah. Sometimes he would come out through the front, but he would usually come out through the front about the middle of the exit drive. But today he backed up, changed his mind. I'm not going to say what his intent was. I do not know, and it would be dishonest of me or you know, to try to speculate. But all I know is that he wasn't happy. I could see that in his actions and his emotions. So I don't know what his intent was. I can assume or I can speculate. But his curiosity, I don't know. I'm just speculating. This is all my opinion. But what I saw was he pulled up very close to the opposite side of where I was on, which was the side of mostly new protesters, which happened to be my family and friends that I personally invited. Now, I don't even like to say that because everybody will start going, who is this person? But you know what? I'm not afraid anymore. And I'm not afraid for my family because God will take care of them. I will take care of them on this earth. But if I'm not around, I'm sure God will take care of them. He's put a hedge of protection around them. Thank God he's done that for me. But so he pulls up next to them and he sits there for 10 to 15 seconds. I don't know exactly how long, but I noticed him sitting there and he didn't pull out. Well, then all of a sudden, I see his tires turn to the right, and he turned it way too hard because I was saying, there's no way he's going to make this. What is he doing? And then he turns his wheels and hits his gas and simultaneously hits the curb with his back tire and just spins and then catches his control. And it scared me. I looked, my family is over there, and my heart dropped. And then as he cleared, that's when she walked over, Nana, or was screaming, he almost hit me. And I was like, whoa. And then I looked over at my family members and they said, he almost hit her. And I said, what about, are y'all all right? And they said, well, yeah, he just, I could have touched his truck. He was so close. I said, I know. I noticed he was real close, but I didn't know he was that close until he hit the curb. And for him to turn his wheels that sharp, it was like inside, I'm speculating. I can only imagine. I cannot put myself in that man's head. Sorry. But he turned his wheels and he hit his gas like he was just, these people leave. And I immediately told my wife this earlier, and she's sitting here listening, but I immediately was triggered. You ladies want to talk about triggered. I was triggered from May 7th when he spilled those tires and came up at me. I wasn't afraid, but at that moment today, it got a rise from me. It was like not an angry, but a quick, concern. And that's my family. And then that just, I'm always calm in a stressful situation. And after that settled, we're walking around, protest is semi over. I'm, just helping clean up or whatever I can do to assist, Melissa, if I can, if she wants me to. And I'm talking to the other people, hey, goodbye, and just wrapping things up. And all of a sudden, my wife from across the street says, hey, is that JP? And then I'm standing there with somebody that I know, a younger person, and I look back and it's him. And I'm standing by my younger person. Okay. And then he gets out of his truck and starts to walk towards the cop. And I see the cop. And so I start to make my way to the cop, but I'm not going to walk into the street. I got to walk down the sidewalk. And me and him sort of meet where he comes over the little bush and I'm there and I'm joining with him, not touching him, purposely not touching him at all, and was telling him, hey, buddy, that was way too close. You could have hurt somebody. You need to calm yourself. Hey, you can't just peel out like this. Everybody saw it. And I'm giving him an earful. And then he elbow nudges me into my rib cage. And then I said, oh, look at you. I said, this is what I'm talking about. You got a problem, dude. And then we start walking to the cop. And as we start walking to the cop, he just shoves me because he was wanting to get to the cop first. Or I don't know. Or maybe what I said made him mad. But who cares? If he would have done it to me, I would have just listened. I promise you. Ask anyone out there that knows that some people curse me out and I don't do anything. Sometimes I'll speak back and say, oh, that was very nice. Oh, that was Christian-like. Yeah, I'll say that stuff. But I don't physically hurt anybody. I don't curse anybody out. I don't call anybody names. No one can say I've ever done that. I don't curse people out. I don't call them names. I don't physically hurt anyone. My intention is not that. Now, I have hurt some people, their feelings and stuff, and I get it, and I apologize. And anybody that I've hurt that's listening here, if I understand that you have issues, and I understand that everybody's got issues. Yes.
Can we address this seat P?
Thank you, Courtney.
Why do you keep asking if there's a video, and why do you keep asking who was it that almost got ran over, the family or Nana? Why can't it be all of them? And what's up with all these comments?
We can explain it again if it's, I talk pretty slow. I'm a Southern girl. I talk pretty slow, but I'll be glad to share that again if I need to.
What's going on with CP? What is CP?
They seem to be confused, having a little bit of conflict, trying to understand the situation as JP is pulling out. They don't understand who it was that his truck almost hit.
But it doesn't matter, right? I mean, does it really matter?
It matters to them.
Yeah,
it matters to them.
Right. If it was a child on a bicycle, on a tricycle, it wouldn't matter. Wouldn't the fact be that someone almost hit the child on a tricycle? Just like the four-wheeler boy at JP's neighborhood. When I said it a week before that, remember, Guru, I said, listen, there's a four-wheeler boy out there, and he's pretty reckless, and a lot of people are complaining about it. And I said, if he doesn't do something, something's going to happen. And guess what? 3 days later, something happens. He almost hit an elderly woman. I know that woman. I've talked to that woman. Okay? That happens to be Andy's mother-in-law.
And I'm sorry for
Across the
singling
street.
you out, but I just have to watch what's going on in the comments here because we have a lot of
Yes,
craziness.
I don't mind personally of people that are haters. I really don't mind. You know why? Because I get so much hate because I want to hear from the other side. Okay, I get it. I just want to know the truth. And if that's me asking JP to, himself, I want to know. I mean, I want to talk to Susie. I want to talk to Trish. I want to talk to any witnesses. I want to talk to anybody that has anything to say. I don't mind that. And I don't hate people that talk like that. I don't care. I just want to know the truth. You know what? Because the more information I have, the better judgment I will have. And
No,
I'm
you're
not going to listen to one
not
side.
wrong. You're not wrong for asking questions. I just saw a lot of them from you, so I wanted to make sure your question got answered.
I think it's just the repetitiveness. I'm seeing the same people asking the same question. And what happened was when JP first pulled out of the parking lot that started this whole thing that happened today.
He peeled out. He peeled out. Let's
He
make
did.
it.
And I was standing closest to the truck, and there were a group. I don't know how many there were because I wasn't paying attention to who was behind me. I was paying attention to what I was doing.
At least eight.
So they were behind me, and I guess I would have been the first to be hit. And if he kept coming across the sidewalk, the kids behind me would have been hit. I hope that kind of clarifies it, but it doesn't matter. I didn't measure how close the back of his vehicle came to me, but it was pretty daggum scary. I've never came that close to a car passing me that close.
It scared me, Nana. It scared me. For you, I mean, because you were standing right there. I was just like, man, my heart dropped.
Yeah,
I could not believe he did that.
Of the truck. There's no footage on the other side of the truck. No,
but we can see how close he is because
I'm saying it.
Yeah, we know the distance of where the middle they come out at because we've been doing this for several months, 4 at least or whatever, and we know where the cars are. We all, like Nana was saying, she knows where the line. She doesn't have to look where the line is. This girl, I can tell you, if they tried to say she had a toenail on it, I would say, no, Nana, we know where to go. Okay. Even subconsciously when we're walking and we're talking and we're backing up, we don't even mistakenly get a heel toe on it because we know our boundaries. And so when that truck was there, whoever is asking this thing in the comment, I knew it was way away from me and I knew it was mighty close to them. And I did not realize, because we did have the truck blocking us, I did not realize how close it was until he hit the gas and I saw him turning. And his tires is spinning off the side of the curb and it jostles his truck. That's close enough, wouldn't you say? Wouldn't anyone agree that's too close and it wasn't a mistake?
And there are tire marks on the curb.
So to finish this up, he does that. And
Hang on, Jay. I wanna say I'm a survivor of 4164. Jay is saying he's saying both because there was family there and I was there too. So he's saying both.
I missed it, Nana. Can you fill me in? I'm sorry.
The comment is, Jay, on one live you said it hit your family and now Nana. Which one is it?
No, it did. Right. No, it didn't hit my family. I'm saying it was both of them. Nana was there, and I'm saying within what would you say, less than a half a foot? Y'all were all, even remember Melissa in her live tonight was telling us, I haven't seen it, but I was there, and she was going, I get claustrophobia. Nobody, y'all please. And I was like, hey, y'all back up because it's really tight there. You can't get more 4 or 5 people right there. And it's so when I'm saying my family and friends, Okay, do I have to specify which family member or which friend? And when I'm saying almost hit the lady and I wouldn't say her name, I'm referring to Nana here. Does it really matter? Do I have to clarify every single time I get on a live? You can twist it however you want. I can say, yeah, it almost hit Nana. And they go, well, but I thought you said it almost hit a family member. Oh, I thought you said it was just friends. Well, it was friends, family member, and Nana, okay? And it was too close, and JP almost hit them. What more do you have to say? It's basically cognitive dissonance. You have a bias, and you cannot let go of your bias to see the truth in spite of your nose.
Well, there's cameras all over the church. I mean, we've counted them. I think there's upwards of 10 all over the church. And I guarantee you there is a video that shows exactly that corner of that sidewalk. But I'm pretty sure that video is disappeared by now.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm. So we always like to kind of, we hang around, we make sure everything's cleaned up. Melissa always does. And, we kind of don't leave anybody, there by themselves. And JP was still rolling by.
No trash. We always clean. Y'all always clean up. And people, there is no excuse. I feel sorry. Lord, help those people that can't see what's going on. It is why we are protesting in your face live right there for the world to see. That's why we are protesting, is because the irony of it is J.P. Miller's, and I would never bring it up if it was forgiven, forgotten, and he changed his behavior. But J.P. Miller's first felony was angrily hitting and running a woman because he was angry, and then ran her again. I don't know how that happened. I don't know any more than that, except for what I've read. And that is wrong. And then guess what? He attempts to do it to me on May 7th, using his vehicle with aggression. And then he does it again today. This means this man is using his vehicle. He's using his body. He's using his voice to attack, abuse, and harm people he doesn't like, agree with, or that he can manipulate. Plain and simple. That's why we're protesting. Now, are people going to say, well, I thought you were protesting? I thought you were protesting. I heard you say a month ago that the reason why you were there, and I heard, listen, it's all of the above, like Nana said. Can't y'all get over this? Can't y'all just see? And thank God that I didn't hit him back. Thank God. Thank God.
All right, so now while we're on live, I want to address something that a lot of people have a problem with Jay wearing the costume that he wears every week. I do not have a problem with it, and I'm going to explain to you why. When Jay's out there in that outfit, and I have 1,500, 2,000 people in my live watching, they don't see some crazy guy out there dressed up. They see subliminally, they see Christ is on the side of the protesters. He's against what's going on inside that church. So I am all for Jay wearing it. I have no problem with it, and I hope he never takes it off, because it gives the image to the people that are watching, the image of Christ not liking what's going on inside that church at all.
Let me address something. Lady Trey, remember the video I sent you earlier?
Yeah.
Okay, she's in here. So, this person, I don't know who they are, made a video saying that this was planned. by you, Jay, and JP.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's all part of the story. It's all part of the storyline.
Right. Well, maybe God's storyline, when we're all, watching this movie, up in heaven.
Specifically, I believe it said y'all are buddies, was what it said.
Yeah,
Yeah, you two are buddies.
Guess what? That man almost hit Nana. And that man had the intent, in my opinion, to intimidate my family and friends. And that is no game. That is no skit. That is way too dangerous behavior to be fake, people. So please shut your mouth until you know the truth.
Hey, but she wants to know, do you know JP?
I know of JP. I've known of JP for a long time. My nieces know his wife and sisters very, very well. I've known Micah since she was 13 or 14 years old. I know of JP, but I happen to be preaching at a different church than him, okay? And I haven't seen him. He probably wouldn't know me from a can of paint, is why I went over there on May 7th, was to talk to him, because in my naive and innocent mind, I wanted to go over and talk to the guy because I felt like, he probably needed somebody to talk to and pray. I had no idea he had the support he has, the manipulation tactics he has. My nieces have never said an ill word with him. My nieces know him and Allison's sons. My son knows them. Okay, people? I don't like him. I gave him the benefit of the doubt. Y'all saw my video about 2-3 months ago when I said, I am done, JP. I gave you chances, JP, to apologize. I said, JP, man, I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. And he hasn't changed. I can't stand the man. Listen to me. I can't stand him. I've still got forgiveness in my heart from him if he would repent. But I feel he's not going to. And he will be judged.
So what?
Mark
Jay
my
said,
word.
She's asking what you said to him when you were when he was walking towards the officer.
Lady, don't you pay attention? Do I have to call you out like this?
She may not have been in here, Jay. She may not have been.
Good gracious, these idiots. And I'm sorry, but I'm ready to turn tables over. I am just so done with him and these people.
Jay, she may not have been in here when you told that part.
I apologize. All right, I apologize to you. I apologize to the lady. I am sorry. I'm a little bit emotional. I shouldn't even be on this live right now.
All right, hold on for a second, Jay. So he was upset with him for almost hitting his family members and Nana. So he was saying something to JP about it out there as he was walking to the officers. Hey, look, you almost hit my family. You almost hit Nana. You're reckless. You're dangerous. That's what he was saying to him as he was walking to the police. That's what he was saying. Correct?
That is absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. I was telling him that he was wrong. I was telling him that he got a little too close. I was telling him that what he is doing is going to hurt somebody. I told him there's no excuse for the way that he's acting. I mean, I just let him have it, and I'm not going to repeat it word for word because it was only for him to hear, and I'm not trying to make a spectacle of it, but I gave him an earful that he didn't want to hear. I didn't use any curse words.
He deserved.
I didn't use any curse words. I did not speak to him personally like you're an idiot. I'm sorry for using that because I never say you're stupid, you're idiot, you're dumb. I don't reject to homiletics. Okay. I mean, to ad hominems, an ad hominem. If you don't like somebody, you just start resorting, you smell, you're ugly, you're dumb, you're stupid. I don't do that. But sometimes it's like Paul says, I am all things to all men that I may win some. Sometimes people don't hear you unless you say a curse word. Have I ever said a curse word? Yes. By the way, I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I don't have any mental issues. Okay? I don't even carry a gun.
No.
So all these things that you're hearing, listen, I can't, even if I was to try to come out and defend myself, you people that don't want to hear it, it's a waste of my time. So yes, I'm wasting my time trying to talk to you. But you know what? I do believe what the Bible says. It says, how can a man know except he be told? So yes, I have to do the dirty part by telling the people that are wrong that they're wrong. Oh, so that makes me a know-it-all. So that makes me I'm always right. It makes me a narcissist. It makes me a manipulator. Yes, I get it. I get it. I get it. People didn't like the way that Jesus talked to the scribes and Pharisees. I tell you what, Jesus never condemned anyone other than the fake religious people. Look at his words, read the Bible. I've read it from cover to cover 3 times. I went to Bible college. I was ordained in 1982. I will be 60 years old in 2 months. And all these people trying to tell me, oh, we're trying, Jay, you just don't understand. Jay, well, maybe you need to listen to me. Maybe I'm a little bit older. Maybe I'm a little bit wiser. Maybe I'm a little bit more knowledgeable. But does that make me arrogant for saying the truth? I know what's going on out there. I'm not an idiot. I'm not stupid. I am very well versed, very well educated. This is why JP is intimidated and scared of me. You wanted me to say it? Well, I'm saying it. He's afraid of me. But he's not afraid of me, Jay, this physical body here. He's afraid of God in me. Greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. I don't see myself and view myself as any wonderful thing.
All right, hold on for a second. So, Bubba, you said, am I wrong in saying if you weren't out there, it wouldn't have happened? They were out there. It's like talking to a wall with you. You're not understanding. He was in the wrong for doing what he did on 3 different occasions out there today. So if he's doing that constantly, that's like when he ran the stop sign while I was sitting at it. He ran the stop sign and almost sideswiped a car and then almost sideswiped another one. If I wasn't sitting there and all 4 of my cameras in my car caught him doing that, does that mean that, if I wasn't sitting there, it didn't happen? No. He's in the wrong. He's in the wrong. That's all there is to it.
And I would like to respond myself to Bubba Dubba. You know what? If your daughter was in that situation, what happened to Micah? I'd stand up for your daughter, your wife, your sister.
Amen, Nana.
Your cousins. I'll stand up for them. So please don't judge. And hold my hand to God. I hope nothing like this happens to anybody that you're close to. But if it does, give us a call. We'll come stand up for your loved one.
Even after you diss us and call us out and say that we were paid and say that we're acting and say that we're pretending, I promise you this group right here, I promise you, no matter how much you hate on us, I know that I will be in your corner. Test me a month from now when this is over, a year from now when this is over. Test me 15 years, 20 years from now if I'm still alive. I will be anyone's corner that ask me.
Hey, amen, Jay. I got you. I mean, I got 5 granddaughters. You know what? And I don't want them growing up in a world like this where they're not respected by men. And this does happen to guys too. And I'm not saying that. We're just talking about women right now. My granddaughters will not live the life a lot of people that I stand with on that sidewalk have lived. And if you want to, judge while we're here, God bless you, because you don't want to be in this situation. It stinks. And there's women out there, and we've got some guys out there too that are standing up for people who have no voice. That is what the Bible instructs us to do, Jay. You can probably get my scripture on this, but it says to be a voice for the voiceless, for the people who cannot speak for themselves.
Amen.
And as long as God continues to give me my voice, I'm going to use it. And if you don't like it, I'm sorry. I bet you can find another person to be watching right now.
Amen. Nana.
Sorry.
No apologies, baby. I love you. You're such a real, true soul. That's why I'm just so happy that this is a family reunion, people. It's a spiritual warfare. I keep trying to say that to everybody. They don't see it. They don't see it. It's a family reunion. God has brought this tragedy, and what man sees as evil, God uses for good. So I even see this incident today. Thank God that he allowed me, because the Bible tells us, it says, he shall give you nothing that you can't handle. He knows us. And God allowed me to be there. He allowed my family to be there today. And my family, if my family and friends weren't there, this wouldn't have happened. So this is answering you, whoever asked that. If my family wasn't there, and if those new people weren't there, yes, he would not have done what he did. But guess what? That does not excuse his behavior, because this is his tactic. His tactic is to create chaos, and then the reaction comes, and then he blames the person that is reacting. Look at the videos of him and Micah. I've never filmed my wife upset, angry, or sad. Ever. And when someone does that, I realize that because I was a pastor for many years. I realize that when I see that, I say the person behind the camera is the culprit. And then when I see the victim behind the camera, I can look at the film and go, that's the victim trying desperately to call out and say, help me. Just like I can hear those 911 calls and hear Micah's cry for help. Anyone that can't hear that, I pray for you. I literally pray for you. And I promise you, anyone that hates me, I promise you, I wished there were some in here that can't stand my guts to come and meet me. And if you will talk to me, I will talk to you. If you shake my hand, I will shake your hand. If you give me a hug, I will give you a hug. Or if you allow me to give you a hug, I will give you a hug. And then you can still look at me and say, you know what, I want to give you a hug. I respect what you do. I definitely don't agree with you. I definitely think that you're absolutely misguided, Jay. But I'm willing to come and give you a hug, and I would say thank you and God bless you. I agree to disagree, and I can understand why you have that opinion of me. But I love you. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Please, someone in here, test me. Because then you can call me a liar. Until then, until you see me do the opposite, please just try to hear. It's like the sound of silence, that song, I love it, where, he says, he says that, oh gosh, I'm getting emotional. Tears are welling up in my eyes, and I don't want to crack my voice. My wife doesn't like that. So, y'all, somebody else speak, please.
I filmed my daughter crying yesterday.
It's not that she doesn't like it. She feels bad for me, and I don't like to see her feel bad.
But I filmed my daughter crying yesterday. But it was a good cry. We rebuilt her motor, and she started it for the first time. And she was crying. But it was happy.
I wish my wife would say hello. She is very, 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 very shy. When I said that on somebody else's live the other night, when I said, hey, my wife is just like your wife. It's so true. She's such a beautiful woman. I love her from the bottom of my heart. She's a perfect mother, perfect God could not have blessed me with a more wonderful woman. And I know you feel the same about yours, Guru, and God bless you and everyone else
No
in
way
here.
we're dating the same person now.
Can you say hello? Just say hello to everybody, please. She said, I already told you, Jay. She does not like any attention. And I just love her and so proud of her. I just wished I could just introduce everybody to her. But yes, I do have a family. I do have a wonderful wife. I do have children. So there you go. That's me, people. This is AKA Protest Jesus Jay. But I've always introduced myself as Jay, right? Ever since day one. Guru, Courtney?
The
Nana?
Jay of Nazareth.
Exactly. Well, I do appreciate y'all inviting me up to kind of
It's Mrs. Run to Jay.
I know, I saw that. But thanks,
My
for
wife was
having me up
snapping. She
to
had claw in her
explain.
hand snapping. I'm sorry.
No, I just thank y'all for letting me come up just to kind of give a point of view of what was going on. But I really do want to stress, I mean, this is what the protest should be about, is just banding together against that one person who is against us.
Amen.
And I really believe that we're making a difference. And if we can just keep doing it, keep putting the pressure on, we're going to get some people are going to start noticing more and more and more. And who knows, maybe we'll be the ones to crack it, And
I think you all out there protesting every week has kept his numbers down as far as members coming into the church, because he used to have 2 services every Sunday, and now he's down to 1 and probably under 100 people. So
We're not
you all going
I counted 23 cars today.
So y'all going out there every week, it is making a difference.
Well,
and I'm sure people appreciate that.
Yeah, well, we all, we're all out there for Micah, but we also, we're out there to speak our own truths, things, it's a way that maybe we can get some healing ourselves. I'm there personally for my daughter and some things that she went through. That's why I'm there. I'm there for Micah, but I hold my daughter close in my heart when I'm out there, because nobody stood up for my daughter. But thank God she's okay now and she's happy and safe. But, we just don't know. You don't know that the person living right next door to you might be going through something like this. And if we bring awareness to domestic violence, it gives women the courage to speak up, because they see, hey, these people care. I can find somebody who cares about me. And we have had people stop by and tell us, hey, I'm in that situation. And
I've heard it so many times.
That's what makes, being there every Sunday worth it. Yes, it is about JP and Micah, but it's a total picture. Justice for Micah means, justice for Micah. Let's find out what JP, his hand was in it. But would Micah not love to know that she made a difference in 100 women's life, 1,000, 1,000,000? And I can't think of any better way to honor the beautiful person that she was. I met Micah several times, and she just radiated joy. And I think she would be honored to know that she made a difference, even after, she's with Jesus.
Amen, Nana.
Hey, Melissa, I see. Yeah, pop-ups weekly. Yeah, so you never know what you're going to get. So drive by, give us a honk, give us a woohoo. Justice for Micah. We love it all. Every little bit keeps us going.
And I wanted to tell y'all something, breaking news. Somebody that has been going to that church for over 3 years, ever since he moved to this town, just put in his goodbye letter last week and called me to tell me that he's attending a new church with his wife and his sister.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's working, people.
There's a lot of great churches in the area, and if That's how I feel. If these people feel compelled to go to Solid Rock, we don't know why they're there. They may have a reason that they have to be there, but step away for a little while. There's a lot of wonderful churches around. Go back after this settles down. I'm not saying close it down. Probably a new pastor might be a good idea, but
let's ask him to sell. I'll buy Solid Rock Church. JP needs the money. I'll give him the money. Let him go somewhere else. I want to buy Solid Rock Church and bring God back to that building for these poor people.
You know what I'd like to. You know what I'd like to do with Solid Rock?
Sorry.
I would love to see a domestic violence shelter inside of Solid Rock Church.
Hey, if he'll sell it to me, we can do whatever the community wants to do. I'm willing to do it.
Split
JP,
it 50-50.
please sell me Solid Rock. You need the money, dude.
You'll probably sell it after everything else is built over here.
Oh, it might just go to the courthouse steps after he's done. So he better sell it before before it's worthless.
But just to reiterate, we are not there with the purpose of getting the church shut down.
No, we're not. Absolutely.
No, I'd love for those people to have a real godly church to go to. And not that I'm going to be the pastor or anything, but I might do what JP should do, is let real people preach in there, and let those people that think they're hearing from God really hear from God, and that they can really do Bible study, and they can really have a church family. It's needed. I don't want to see it go. I'm praying that Micah's dream is answered, that church flourishes under God, because that's what she was trying to say the whole time. I don't want the church to fold. I don't want the church members. I don't want to attack anybody. He just needs to step away. And as long as he's the owner of that building and that place, it's not a church. And JP, you're not qualified to preach, brother. Okay? And I'm calling you brother right now. Just let it go. Hey, let's say it. Walk away, JP. Walk away. Let God be in control, not you. You're in control, and you're out of control, JP.
No.
Alrighty then.
All right. Thank you all for coming. It's 10:30 p.m. Been on here for an hour and a half. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Nana. Courtney.
Thank you, everybody.
Courtney, if you ever decide to come back in the house,
God bless you. God bless you, Guru. I love you, brother, man. You know I do. Nana, I love you, dear. And Courtney, I love you. And everybody in the chat that loves me, I love you. And everybody in the chat that hates me, I love you. I really do. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Good night, and God bless you. I am going to say a special prayer for everyone that watches this live, and even those that watch it on rerun. I don't know if y'all do that on TikTok or not, but I'm going to seriously pray that everybody that hears this hears what Nana said, here's what Guru said, here's what Courtney said. And if what I'm saying, and I'm going to use this word, resonates with you, if God speaks to you, I just want to tell you, God loves you. Jesus loves you. And this protest Jesus guy loves you. Good night.
Good night, sir.
All right, we'll see all y'all Sunday, okay? I'm gonna be looking for more people to be there Sunday, so come on out.
We will be there. Thank you all. Y'all have a good night.